consistent work that pays off with deep satisfaction, trust, and a relationship that not only survives but thrives. The first and perhaps most important step is communication. But not just surface-level, logistical communication. We're talking about open, honest, and vulnerable conversations. Couples who maintain emotional intimacy don't just talk about their day, they share their thoughts, fears, dreams, and concerns. They ask real questions. How are you feeling today? Is there something on your mind? What's been bothering you lately? These types of questions open doors to the heart. They show your partner that you care about their inner world, not just the outward routine. It creates a space of safety where they feel like they can share without being judged. It's also important to listen, not to respond, but to understand. When your partner shares something with you, focus entirely on them. Put the phone down, turn off the TV, give them your full attention, make eye contact, nod, acknowledge what they say. This sounds simple, but it's rare. Real listening tells your partner, I value you, I respect you, I want to understand you. That deepens the emotional connection in ways that words alone can't. Validation is another key component. When your partner shares an emotion, don't dismiss it or try to fix it right away. Sometimes people just want to be heard. If they say they're overwhelmed or frustrated, don't jump in with advice or corrections. Instead say, that sounds really tough. I can understand why you'd feel that way. Just that act of validation makes your partner feel supported. It shows that you're on their team, even if you don't completely agree with them. Next, we need to talk about physical affection. Not just sex, but the small gestures that build connection. Holding hands, hugging, cuddling on the couch. Touch is a powerful way to communicate love and presence. In long-term relationships, this kind of physical affection can dwindle. But making time for even 5 minutes of non-sexual touch each day can significantly boost feelings of closeness. A gentle back rub, a hand on the shoulder, a kiss on the forehead. These moments say, I'm here. I see you. I love you. Quality time is another pillar. Being in the same room isn't the same as being emotionally present. Set aside time that's just for the two of you, free of distractions. Go for a walk, cook a meal together, play a game, watch a movie, and actually talk about it afterward. It doesn't have to be expensive or elaborate, it just needs to be intentional. Time spent together, doing something meaningful, creates new memories and strengthens the emotional bond. Don't underestimate the power of shared rituals. Maybe it's coffee together in the morning, a weekly date night, a bedtime routine where you check in with each other. These rituals act as anchors. They provide moments of connection that become part of your relationship's identity. When life gets chaotic, these small traditions remind you of the bond you share. Now let's talk about vulnerability. Emotional intimacy cannot survive without it. Vulnerability means letting your partner see your real self, not just your strengths, but your fears, your doubts, and your imperfections. It's not about having it all together. It's about trusting someone enough to say, I'm struggling, or I don't know what to do, or this hurt me. When both partners can be vulnerable, the relationship becomes a safe haven rather than a performance stage. That safety builds trust, and trust fuels emotional intimacy. But vulnerability requires emotional safety, and that's something both partners are responsible for creating. That means no shaming, no belittling, no using someone's vulnerability against them. It means being kind, even during conflict. If your partner opens up to you, honor that. Respond with empathy, and if you've been hurt, express your pain in a way that invites healing, not distance. Say, I felt hurt when, instead of you always. This small shift in language creates room for understanding instead of defensiveness. Emotional intimacy also thrives when appreciation is regular and specific. We all want to feel valued. And over time, we start to take each other for granted. Make it a habit to notice the good things your partner does. Say thank you. Compliment them. Let them know you see the effort they're making. I appreciate how hard you work. You're such a great listener. Thank you for cooking dinner. These small words go a long way. They fuel positivity and remind your partner that their contributions matter. Another vital part of maintaining emotional closeness is growing together. People change over time. What excited your partner 5 years ago might not excite them today. That's why ongoing curiosity is important. Ask about their goals, their passions, their evolving opinions. Encourage each other's growth, whether that's learning a new skill, taking a class, or trying something new together. A relationship that grows stagnant emotionally often grows apart. But a relationship where both people grow and evolve side by side stays vibrant. Let's not forget conflict resolution. Every couple fights. What matters is how you fight. Emotional intimacy is damaged when arguments become personal attacks. Instead of blaming or accusing, focus on your feelings and needs. Say, I feel disconnected when we don't talk about things, rather than, you never talk to me. Use I statements. Take breaks if things get too heated. And always come back to repair the connection. Apologize when necessary. Forgive. Talk it through. Conflict can actually strengthen intimacy, if handled with respect and care. Emotional check-ins are also a great tool. These are moments where you both pause and ask, how are we doing emotionally? Or is there anything you need more or less of in our relationship? These check-ins don't have to be heavy. Even a 5-minute conversation once a week can uncover small issues before they become big ones. It keeps the emotional lines open and shows that both people are invested in the relationship. Playfulness is another ingredient that often gets lost over time. But laughter and joy are powerful connectors. Be silly together. Share inside jokes, dance in the kitchen, tease each other in kind, loving ways. Play creates positive energy, and positive energy builds closeness. When you laugh with someone, you let your guard down. And when you let your guard down, intimacy follows. Don't forget the importance of support during hard times. Life will throw challenges your way. Illness, loss, stress, financial trouble. It's during these moments that emotional intimacy is either strengthened or strained. Be there for each other. Check in. Offer help without being asked. Say we're in this together. When your partner knows they can count on you in their darkest moments, the emotional bond deepens beyond words. And while all of these actions matter, the foundation of emotional intimacy is presence. Just being there, fully, genuinely, consistently. Not half listening while scrolling your phone, not rushing through conversations, but showing up emotionally, day after day. It's not always grand gestures. Sometimes it's sitting quietly beside each other, holding hands and knowing you're not alone. Now let's acknowledge something important. Emotional intimacy isn't a one-time achievement, it's a living, breathing part of your relationship that needs regular care. Some days we'll feel deeply connected, others might feel distant, that's normal. What matters is your commitment to return to each other, to keep trying, to stay curious, to choose each other again and again. A helpful mindset is to treat your relationship like a garden. If you stop watering it, it withers. But if you nurture it just a little each day, it grows stronger, more beautiful, and more fulfilling. That nurturing comes through attention, affection, understanding, and effort. In summary, emotional intimacy is built through real communication, deep listening validation, physical affection, quality time shared rituals, vulnerability, emotional safety appreciation shared growth, healthy conflict resolution, regular check-ins, playfulness, and showing up consistently. None of these are one-time actions, they're habits, and they don't require perfection, just presence and intention. Relationships thrive when both partners are willing to show up emotionally. It's not always easy, it takes courage to be vulnerable, patience to listen, and humility to admit when you're wrong. But the reward is immense. A relationship where both people feel seen, supported, and emotionally safe is one of life's greatest gifts. So if you're in a long-term relationship and wondering how to keep the emotional intimacy alive, start with small, consistent acts. Speak from the heart, listen with love, touch with intention, play, laugh, apologize, appreciate, grow together. And most importantly, never stop choosing each other, because emotional intimacy isn't about being perfect. It's about being real, together,